Hi, it's me, Mr. Sandsgaard. All alone, all by myself, trying to figure out the best way to educate you. All right. So, a couple updates. They are doing some things with the test. They're going to have a couple different test dates, and you're going to be able to test from home. Now, I'm not necessarily sure at this point, and I'll get more information out there. I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to be all FRQ or if it's going to be all multiple choice, but basically a 45-minute test in which you can take at home. One of the things they've done too is that they've taken away the last unit that we teach here in this class on foreign exchange. So there's one less unit that we have to get through, but we still have 2.5 units that we have to get through, being that we are only a semester class. They thought for some reason only one unit would suffice. So that's where we are. So we still have to get through that information. I'm going to do my part. As you'll see, I've changed things a little bit, kind of moving forward. So there's a unit 3 that has a lot of information on this particular unit, but now I have a unit 3 distance learning. So that's what you should be looking at every day for your different assignments. So in that one, it will be a little bit more hands-on, a lot more stuff that you'll have to do and show me that what you'll have to do. My hope now is that I'm going to give you guys as much practice as I possibly can. I'll try to get on here and record some stuff if I need to. Otherwise, you got Clifford, you got the notes. I'll screencast some of those notes and do that kind of stuff, right? Your tests are going to be different. You won't have the traditional summative assessments that you've had in the past. I've decided to kind of switch things, make more application-based, looking at actual, like this unit's all in fiscal policy. So now you get to actually look at, the COVID response and what the fiscal policy response has been. Next unit is on Federal Reserve. So what's been the Federal Reserve or the monetary policy when it comes to this particular crisis? Then I want you to look at, what are some of the things that we've seen in our society and crazy things that's really impacting. And one of the sad things about not teaching this class right now is that this is potentially the greatest moment in history to teach macroeconomics, because a lot of things happening and a lot of people are looking at what the policies are going to be to help the economy. And so that's what this unit is about. We're going to look at what the government does in terms of fiscal policy to change a number of different things, how they try to influence aggregate demand in order to get the economy running and get people spending and keeping our economy moving. All right. My wife and I and we can see things. We can see things kind of play out in real life. My wife and I had a debate, when I was talking about toilet paper. All right, if you don't know, this was going on before we left for break, but people are panic buying toilet paper. Okay, I went to the grocery store yesterday and toilet paper was gone, potatoes, onions, ramen noodles, and rice. Couldn't find those things anywhere, right? So we were talking a little bit about toilet paper, and I was explaining, hey, we should go and buy some, even though we have toilet paper, because we're probably going to see the prices increase, okay? And she tried to tell me, she says, well, the prices aren't increasing, okay? She would go out and buy toilet paper. Places that she buys toilet paper, like Target or Walmart or Costco or Sam's Club or something like that, they haven't changed their prices. And I said, well, that's part of the problem, okay? We know that demand for toilet paper has increased quite a bit, okay? And if they're keeping their prices the same, right, at the equilibrium point, that is going to lead to a shortage, okay? And that's why when you go to Cub, Target, Sam's Club, Costco, all of those different places, that's why you have a shortage. is because the demand is so high at those particular prices that they can't keep up with the supply. All right. So the demand is higher than the supply, which would cause a shortage. All right. Now, the market, it is getting more expensive, is because people will then go to Costco. They'll buy as much toilet paper as they possibly can, and then they try to sell it again on a secondary market for a profit. And you've probably seen those stories, right? There's the guy in Tennessee who basically bought the entire place out of hand sanitizer and wipes and things like that, and then tried to sell it on Amazon and eBay. And they basically shut him down for price gouging. I know our current governor is trying to push a law pretty quickly to try to stop price gouging and things like that. But if the demand is high for it, you have all of these people. Remember, all of these people are willing to pay a very high price. And if you can meet that demand, you'll start to see prices go up. All right. So that's just an example of how we're seeing things play out in action in real life here at this moment. So here's your assignment today. I want you on your reflection piece of your assignment for today. I just want you to reflect on where have the economics issues, or where have you seen economics that we've talked about thus far play out so far in this crisis in your life. So go ahead. That's your reflection. That tells me that you've watched this, and just know that I miss you guys dearly.